Taurus, what up, though? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message for the sign of Taurus, for my bull gang, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have a second house as part of our birth chart, and time and energy are fluid. So take what resonates here and leave the rest for someone else. Tapping into my bull gang energy, I use this Illuminated Earth Oracle deck today, along with this Faceted Garden, to catch a vibe as I'm connecting with the collective energy. Pretty clear message here for whatever Taurus I'm tapping into. First two cards to come out today. This Deluge card with this Release card, and what came out right after it fell right on top of these two cards was this Reincarnation card. And you can feel free to intuitively grab messages from these cards as I show them as well. Then we got this Anguish card, came out with this Resistance card. Here we have Support and Potential and Meander. And what I was picking up from this message is there is a cycle that is over on your soul's journey, Taurus. It feels like some type of relationship cycle, a phase, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a particular relationship or relationships. It feels like a frequency of a cycle that you incarnated to learn through. It feels like for some of you there's a little bit of resistance when it comes to releasing this, so it could be past stuff or it could still be a current situation, right? Take it how it resonates. For those of you that this message is for, though, I do feel it's bringing it's painful. It's painful to release it. It's painful to let it go. It's painful to move away from it. But your angels, your guides coming through like, yo, we got you, Taurus. We got you. Call on us. And, you know, you can always reach out for support. Never hesitate. Or keep yourself from that, whether it's friends, family members, even things like a therapist or a counselor or something like that. If you need support, if you're feeling down, reach out to someone, right? I'm seeing this cycle ending, though, Taurus. And maybe for some of you it already has, and this is you sort of releasing the residual energies from that, because I'm seeing this, what came out in the Faceted Garden, first two cards, this Fall and this New Moon card. And so this Fall card is all about shedding, right? Think about the leaves. They start drying up and dying, and they end up falling off the tree to get it ready for this next season, so to speak. This new moon, this new phase, this new cycle. Then you have this Cultivation and this Gemstones card, the last two cards that came through. Then there is two cards here, obviously, on the bottom of the decks. But the message that's been coming through with this Gemstones card is like, think about all of the darkness, the pressure. Think of the tough conditions that any type of gemstone or crystal or diamond, right, is made. They're buried deep underground in the dark, in the cold darkness, right, under immense pressure. And so I feel like you are sort of being formed, in a sense, here, Taurus, into your most beautiful and authentic self. It almost feels like there's sort of a cultivation of your hard work and perseverance coming through with this energy. And like I said, a lot of potential here, not only for growth, but for like this deep spiritual healing, for this soul level healing here. So bottom of the decks, we have Dreams on the Illuminated Earth. So some of you could be getting messages in your dreams, and I always am drawn to the animals on this card. So it's like maybe you could be getting, important messages as animals cross your path, whether it's like seeing eagles or hawks or crows or ravens or deer or snakes or whatever it may be. You may even be seeing certain animals in your dreams, butterflies, dragonflies. Pay attention and connect with those signs. Even if it's just stopping and taking a breath and acknowledging it. But for others, like, you can always Google it, or you can ask your own spirit guides and angels, like, what are you trying to tell me or show me with this sign? The universe is always communicating and talking with us, family, so you will get your answers in whatever way you sort of get your answers. The more present we become, the more we can hear the universe. So let's jump into this tarot. I'm going to pray real quick, actually, and I've been grabbing a couple of these Starseed Oracle cards before jumping into the tarot, so we'll probably do that here today as well. So feel free to join me if you'd like. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Great Spirit, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Archangels, Ancestors, messages for my Bull Gang, for my Taurus family, for their highest good. Anything Taurus needs to hear today, anything they need to know, any messages that will bring them clarity and confirmation, any messages that will empower my Bull Gang, any messages that will bring healing, wisdom, understanding, and any messages that will bring them into alignment with their highest self, their highest timeline, their best life. And of course, above all, any messages that will bring them into alignment with divine will, with your will, Most High, will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. Om. Amen. Ashe. We have Spirit for Taurus today. For some of you, the message I was getting as I was shuffling is, for some of you, this is not even a physical relationship anymore. This is like some residual energy. I may have already said that, but that message came through again. So for some of you, you're being guided to release an attachment to a certain situation or a certain mindset about an outcome of a situation or something like that. And there may be some resistance there. We have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. I feel like some of you are like maybe start plotting a new business or venture or something like that as well. There's been feelings of that coming through too. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Be the parent you wish you had. Be the grandparent you wish you had. Be the teacher you wish you had. Be the friend you wish you had. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down. Spend some time in nature. And for my Bull Gang, that's so important to get out in nature, out in the woods, or chilling by a waterfall or a stream or a lake or a river, a fire, even chilling out in a field on a windy day can be so cleansing. We have this baby steps card, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This card's been coming out for everybody lately, and this is where I've been saying we're in this in-between world. We're in this dark room. It's like there's a hallway. The last cycle was the hallway leading up into this room, and at the other side of this room there are hallways. We've made it up into this room, and we're closing the door behind us, and it is dark in this room. And right now we have to sort of feel our way through this room in the darkness to get to the other side of the room, not only just to make it to the other side, but what door is calling us? Where are we being pulled? In what direction are we going to go from here? A lot of us are entering a new phase, and so it's big energy, family. So sorry about that, Taurus. So we're gonna jump into this tarot now and see what's up. But what direction are you being pulled in? So that's why it's so important to really tap into the moment, really tap into your intuition, into being present, because that is where we can hear that silent whisper of our soul. Our spirit is speaking to us right now, family, and truly trying to help us align with, our path of destiny. And that's been another message coming through for the collective, where it's like everything we've experienced up until this point was almost like fated, and we're being called to step out of that fated life into the destined life. So the fated life is all about sort of like our karmic contracts that we had to come here and experience and fulfill, as to where the destined life is like, this is what our soul came here to actually create. This is the destined life, is when we step out of our comfort zone and we've made that shift into being that change and making that change. So let's see what we have here in the past energies, spirit, for Wolfgang. I get one more. Okay. What do we have currently for Taurus? Okay. Beautiful. What's the theme of this reading? And what is incoming? How about the advice? Dang. Can I get one more card of advice? So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands here. So I'm seeing that things are a little bit chaotic, and it honestly, Taurus, feels like things are a little bit chaotic internally and maybe externally as well. And so there is this sort of prominent message of really staying grounded and really taking a breath. With the Seven of Wands, it is, the divine's way of sort of, if you see this, he's at the top of the hill and there's a bunch of wands poking up at him. It is the divine's way of saying, like, Taurus, you have the upper ground, right? You have the advantage here. So hold your ground, regardless of how chaotic things may seem. I usually say this is like staying as close to the eye of the storm as we can, and not trying to grab, if anything's being pulled away, if you can picture being at the eye of the storm and things sort of getting sucked up into the storm. If we reach and grab and resist toward these things that are being pulled away, we'll get sucked away with that. And a lot of times we will get thrown way off course, right? So in the past, I am seeing, just like we were saying, the fated life. It's like you were in this chapter, in this phase, in this darkness, in order to learn and in order to become enlightened to a certain degree. And with the Hanged Man, I always say, if you can think of whatever this cycle was or situation was or relationship was that you were in, the things that you've experienced in this fated life cycle, if you can think of it as your own higher self pre-planning to go through these things and being right there with you, walking you through each thing in order for you to grab something from that, in order for you to catch that diamond in the rough. And with, if you see there's like illumination around his head, there's like a halo, it's because through being upside down and seeing things completely differently, he's becoming enlightened through that. And so again, just like this gemstone that's been formed in the darkness, in the cold, under immense pressure, it's like you truly are gaining so much deep soul level wisdom here. And this is the stuff that we came here to experience in order for our soul to expand. So you're gaining wisdom and understanding here, and really coming into the best version of yourself. And in this past energy for my Taurus with the Six of Swords, I'm seeing the universe, your guides, the Most High, sort of like, all right, we're going to go this way now. This is where the worst of the storm is over, and you are being guided into this new cycle, into this new chapter, which is bringing us to your current energy. We have the Eight of Cups with the Nine of Cups. The Hierophant here, which is your energy, bull gang. The Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups, though, is that release and you shall receive energy, where the Eight of Cups is always about making these tough decisions to leave behind certain situations or relationships that are no longer serving us, right? And everything serves its purpose for a time, but nothing's permanent, right? And so these 8 cups, it's never easy to make that decision to leave that thing behind, because it's like, man, but I have 8 cups invested in that. I have a lot of emotion invested into that situation, or I have a lot of energy or love or time or money, whatever it may be. I have a lot of energy invested into these situations or this situation. But in your current energy, I'm seeing you sort of turn your back on that and move toward what your wish fulfillment is, or what really is going to be fulfilling for you and make you happy. It feels like a level up. And again, it's like your soul is truly ascending to a higher level here, Taurus, and you're coming with this deeper level of understanding. You're becoming this channel for divine wisdom, almost like the Hierophant is like the channel between the divine world and the physical world. And so being in this energy, and Two of Wands, looking forward, like what's next, it's almost like anything is possible. And in the theme of your reading, it's really about you making the decision. And so again, we're in that dark room, and there's so many possibilities on where we can go from here and what's next. This is where, again, we get present and we ask God, we ask the divine, we ask our angels, like, all right, what's next? What does my highest timeline look like? You'll get a vision, or you will get an answer. You will gain this clarity and be able to see these opportunities as they arise. Page of Pentacles, you're coming through as the Four of Swords in the theme. This is all about putting yourself together after a hard time, after a trauma, after a heartbreak, after a shakeup or a breakup or whatever it may have been. This is where we are chilling. This is where we're resting. This is where we're putting ourselves back together, making sure we're getting enough sleep, making sure we're taking it easy on ourselves, making sure we're drinking plenty of water, eating a nice, light, healthy diet, meditating, praying, or whatever your spiritual practice looks like. This is where it's almost like a timeout, right? We have to reintegrate. We have to, put ourselves back together, which is bringing us to your incoming energy. I'm seeing the energy finally being over with. So I hope that makes sense. Whatever this past cycle was, there was some toxicity or some shadiness or somebody plotting or scheming or lying, cheating, stealing, withholding truths, sneaking around, whatever this, if you see in the Seven of Swords, he thinks he's getting down on someone. He's stealing these swords from this camp back here. You little shady mother. And we have the devil as well with the 10 of swords. So it's like this cycle, this situation, this karmic situation, devil here, whatever was keeping you bound, keeping you stuck, it's over. It's over, right? Yeah, it hurt, and it might have even been overkill. But this is where it's done and over with, energetically speaking. For some of you, I feel like this was over back here in the past energies, and you're still in the process of leaving that behind, even if it's just energetically. This is where it's over. This is where you're betting on yourself, and you're taking action as you are gaining this clarity and coming upon these new opportunities to move into this beautiful new cycle. So I am also seeing you gain clarity on what path you will be taking moving forward. I'm seeing that coming through for you in the form of downloads, especially in this 4 of swords. You can actually even think of these 3 swords facing down as the downloads that you're receiving, the ideas, the epiphanies. And then there's a sword right here under him, which is representing the fact that he is rooting these downloads here, these ideas, into the 3D, right? And some of you, like I said, may even, and I think I said earlier, you may even be getting signs in your dreams. Keep a dream journal right now. Even if you don't necessarily remember your dreams, spend a few minutes writing things down as you wake up and you're still in that alpha state. You probably get messages that way as well on what action to take. But I really feel like Spirit is saying to bet on yourself here, to take that risk. Who cares what anybody thinks or says? The Queen of Wands is going to do what she's going to do when she feels it's time to do it. She's gonna feel it and be like, yep, let's go, right? Not gonna really do too much thinking, and she's moving toward that light. She's moving toward what makes her happy. And if you see, she's looking off, over this way, and the sunflower right behind her is facing that same way, and the sunflowers are always going to face the sun. So metaphorically speaking, it's like, where's my sunshine at? I'm moving toward the light. And moving away from this darkness, this toxicity, this karmic situation, this pain, right? We done with that. In your advice, 2 5s out here. 5 of swords, 5 of cups. Then we have the 6 of wands, though. So really with these 2 5s here, if you see in the 5 of cups, this person is bummed out because of these spilled cups. So whatever these spilled cups were for you, whatever person got down on you or did you dirty or whatever it may have been, this toxic devil energy, this is, it feels like it's in your energy. It's got you a little bit bummed out. But if you notice right behind this person in the card, there's 2 full cups. The 2 of cups in the tarot represents love. It represents reciprocated energy, right? I'm bringing a full cup to the table. You're bringing a full cup to the table. We can fill each other's cups. And that doesn't just have to be in romantic relationships either. This could even be like a job that is worth your time, pouring back into you, like how you pour your energy into it, or whatever situation, right? It's a reciprocated energy. It's equal give and receive. And it looks like if we can shift our focus from these spilled cups, Taurus, onto the present moment, the blessings we have right here and right now, the people in our lives that do love us and care for us, the roof over our head, the breath in our lungs, etc. If we can bring ourselves into this present moment, not only will we see the blessings that we have here now, but we will also see that next step forward. If you can see right in the horizon in the back here, there's that bridge, and that is leading to this castle. This castle symbolically represents your destiny here, and so this is the, you aligning with that path of destiny through this dark room. Just like we said at the beginning, your advice, really, though, we have the Magician, the 6 of wands, and we also got the Page of swords. So this is where you're really focusing on your win. You're keeping a positive attitude, positive affirmations, all of those things, visualizing what your success, what your win looks like. But also, if there's some research or some studying that you're being called to do, a book you're being called to read, or even like listening to lectures or a class you wanted to take, a certification you wanted to get, anything like that, this is where you're really diving into that anything that's going to add value to you and to what you're creating. But with you coming through as the magician in your advice, where attention goes, energy truly flows, Taurus. So what are you creating? The divine is saying you have everything that you need right here to create what it is you want. Even if you're like, well, what about this? What about that? The divine will bring it. Divine is saying you have it all. It all starts up here and in your own energy. So this is where you are pointing that energy toward this Six of Wands, and this is where you've overcome, right? And this wreath right here is representing that last cycle, that tough cycle that you've been through, and getting through that fight is how you became victorious in the first place, right? He's on his high horse riding in victory because of the Five of Wands energy, which was that fight, that turbulence, that competition, that chaos, whatever it may have been. And this is where we overcome. So I'm going to grab one more of these. Then we're looking back over here at the Seven of Wands. Really, I feel like there is this message of standing your ground and holding your ground. And again, the divine, like Taurus, you do have the upper ground. So defend your position. Protect your energy right now. What do we have for Bull Gang Spirit, please? Double mission. Sheesh. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Wait. Share your song. Frequency of sound. Diving deep. This is you becoming your most authentic self here, Taurus, and being able to share that energy with the collective. With this double mission, light worker, starseed, old soul, it says serve the world by being you. So again, and I've been saying this to the whole collective, if there's crazy ideas as you're here in the present moment and chilling and putting yourself back together, these crazy ideas that are coming up about starting that business or about that project or about working on that art piece or whatever it may be, these ideas that are coming up at this time, especially between now and late January, are these seeds that are being planted. So instead of, normally a lot of us would just write these things off and our mind would come in and be like, yeah, well, we can't do this because of this, that, and the third. This is really where we sit and we're open to the divine, like, okay, that'd be a pretty dope idea. How could we do that? How could we do? So be open to these new ideas and epiphanies that are coming up. Honor those, spend some time with them, put some energy, put some focus toward them, write them down on paper, right? Your words, your attention and your words are so powerful. That is your magic, Taurus. So I'm actually going to read this double mission and then we'll grab the cool. I opened right up to it. Light workers, star seeds are mission and purpose oriented. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's something they came here to do, create, or contribute to the planet in some action oriented way. Collective mission. Oh, whoa. They're here to grow as souls individually, individual mission, and also to contribute to the planet in some action-oriented way, collective mission. Their collective mission is often answered through, and so don't get ahead of yourself. I guess there may be a message in that as well, okay? Their collective mission is often answered through a career calling or by devoting their life to something bigger. Until they remember their collective mission, it can feel as if something's missing or they're forgetting something important. It's common for lightworker starseeds to feel that they're different, and they may carry soul memories of being visible or sharing their voice. As such, they may protect themselves by dimming their light in order to fit in, or by spending time in some sort of closet, such as a spiritual closet. If you pull this card, you're being called to remember your collective mission and step into it even more fully. You're being reminded that your role as a light worker is to light up the world with your presence. This doesn't have to be a great big thing or a decision you need to make. You also don't need to have a great big plan. If you resonate with being a light worker, starseed, or old soul, all you need to do is work out what lights you up. your passions and joys, and keep doing that. When you trust and follow the simple path of things that light you up and lose yourself in doing, you'll light up the world without even trying. The inquiry for this card, Bull Gang, is how can you serve the world by being you? So I'm going to grab one of these Shaman's Dream Oracle cards as well. My Bull Gang taking out the trash. Taking out that trash. As the garbage truck rolls by. What do we have for my Bull Gang spirit? I keep being pulled over toward these number 9s out here as well. Some of you that may be a message for someone out there. If you're seeing the number 9, make sure you connect with that sign, with that synchronicity. See what it means to you. 9 is definitely representing the ending of a cycle, though. Once we get to 10 in numerology, we add 1 plus 0, break it down to a single digit. We're back at square one. So I always like to see 9 as being the ending of the cycle. And when we get to 10, it's basically having your first foot into that new cycle, into whatever number 1 would be in that cycle, the beginning. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you, Spirit. Skywriting. 49. Here we are with the 9 again. All right. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny and are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It's just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you're faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection, not good or bad, neither in flow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate. A choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it. Whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life. With all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Let's grab a message from our Divine Mother. Bull Gang, I just want to say thanks for being here with us this morning or this afternoon or whenever you are seeing this. It's early over here. On this gloomy, what is it, Wednesday or something? Wednesday, Thursday, I think, actually. We're about to have this full moon ceremony here soon as well, so hopefully I see y'all over there. Divine Mother, what's the message for Bull Gang? What's the message for Taurus, Ma? When hope is lost, this is the card called Kaladada. When hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. And then we have Moksha of Kali. Relief shall come swiftly. Soon you will see things differently. You are going to be liberated from the struggle you're currently experiencing. So be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward. You will overcome all opposition, be released into improved circumstances, and be supported to bring your sacred path to fruition. Held within, this is Kamala Devi. Held within, or Devi. Held within Kali's protection, your heart radiates peace, certainty, and beauty. Her grace melts frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. Kamala is the golden pathway of divine protection and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give. You are swiftly approaching sacred fruition. And I wanted to grab one more. Well, this bottom card here with the Chinnamasta card, it says, in order to grow, the soul may need to separate itself from that which it once relied upon. Oppression will be overcome. Do not cling to what has been. Sometimes the best way to heal from the past is to cut it off completely and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation toward a more fulfilling future. You shall know true love and freedom. And as soon as I was done with these cards flying out, I set the deck down and I was drawn right to that. And this card pretty much sums up this message, the vibe of this message. So I hope this message has found you well and in great spirits. I hope this message found who it needed to find. I hope the message helped in some capacity. Again, I want to thank you so much, Bull Gang, for being here in this space with us. Thank you for all of you who take the time out your day to watch, who share these videos, smash that thumbs up, send donations, and all of that good stuff. Drop comments down below. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Thank y'all so much. Y'all already know what time it is. We're going to take this deep cleansing breath. We're going to use our will and our visualization to draw in this divine cosmic energy, this prana, this chi, this key energy. Picture it as white or gold light filling up your energetic body. We're going to pause, hold the breath at the top, and imagine ourselves glowing as bright as we can. And then as we release, we're going to exhale very forcefully, like we're filling up a balloon, watching any negativity, any sadness, any anger, any resentment, any blockages, any anxiety. We're going to watch any lower frequencies whatsoever leaving us in the form of black or gray smoke or static, so the divine can help us transmute that into this healing, this ascension, this wisdom, this understanding, this guiding light. So let's empty our lungs and get this breath in. Breathe in. Hold it. Squeeze your perineum. Raise that energy up out your crown. Now lock it into your heart space and imagine yourself glowing as bright as you can. And release. Bull gang. Thank y'all for being in this space, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all beautiful beings on the next reading.